Jeez, what are you saying? Episode what? HD.
Episode.
You know. Normally it's Dubs. 58, yeah? Dubs is taking a directing 50 Cent BMF stance today.
Man.
So he's behind the camera.
Dubs behind the camera.
Behind the camera.
Dubs.
I mean, Heil.
We got Nana as well.
She's not in the cut, come on.
The cut, you know.
Well, we lost bare man here, you know.
Yeah.
Slam.
What was the first one again? What was my one again?
Come on, Gunner, man.
Gunner, yes.
Gunner, Slam. After Gunner was someone called
We had Luke.
I didn't even see Luke. They dipped Luke, bro. Quickly. And now we got Nana.
Aladdin as well, bro.
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
That guy's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
That's it then.
Mad.
Okay. We made it. So you got in the studio today then? Jeez, let's start from over there. Jeez.
Moscato May, man.
My favorite one.
Have you guys said it already?
Yeah. Let's go. Oh,
Yeah, man. What, should I go again?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry, man. What's that? Yeah, man, Moscato May.
Come on. Let's go, Mayo.
What's the other one?
Who's in Moscato?
HD with the bass for you.
May and Nephew.
Man,
nephew, shit.
Mixie May.
Well,
nicknames like that, yeah.
Bro,
May.
I don't know about that one, but...
Is it fair to say that you're either a bartender or an alcoholic? With all these
Neither.
alcohol-related names.
Oh,
Or do you just like a nice drink?
I just like a drink when I go out, do you know what I mean?
I heard that still.
But when you say go out, you talk about to the motions or like just
Everywhere.
when
It's just out. So once you open the door.
Everywhere.
That sounds like, fair enough. Nah, I respect it.
bro.
Come on, who else got in the studio?
Tequila Taze.
Come on. Friend of the show.
Did I inspire you or did you inspire me?
Yeah, that's funny.
You inspire me still. You inspire me.
That's funny because you've been calling that for time, innit? Since
I'll say.
3 shots, innit? Yeah.
That's
my drink, innit?
Got you.
Come on.
Man
with the stories.
Shout out the Tequila Boys.
Jeez, check. Wow. Who else we got in the studio?
Got your boy Draco in the studio.
Draco.
Nice.
Jeez.
Mommy
Yeah.
heat. Drip or drown. Bringing the heat.
Flipperini.
Wale, thank you.
We got Wale in the building. Come on.
Well,
Yeah, come. Yeah.
Well gone, well. But you've had a very loud trim this week. You know? I don't know where you went, yeah, but even since the last time I saw you tonight.
it's lasted though.
Yeah, bro.
It's a long fade.
Even thing.
Right here.
I
I got good jeans, innit?
won't even say his name, but then I'll show you. But he literally came, he said, "No, why they trim it loud, you know, the guy screen recorded it, yeah. He said, I'm going to show my baba and say, look at your
I want the well trim.
Bro, he said, but I want the well trim. I want my waist to be swimming. So, I'm telling you, Sam, bro, come on. Good to see you, man.
Like,
Sorry.
setting trends,
Shout out
man.
my barber, man. Errol from Sterling.
Shout out Aaron, man, friend of the show.
CT, you know, you don't know.
You got your boy Charlie Mason.
Charlie! No teaser, mate.
T.
I got man, them.
How does it feel, man?
How does it
To
feel?
be alive, I'm grateful.
Adverts in that.
Oh, by the grace of God, man.
You was in that Nike advert, right?
Yeah, Shaq Cortez, come on, man, them.
Was it inspired by Phone Jacker?
I believe it was, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
You're good at height, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, fair enough. Great.
So how does it feel though?
It feels great, but not as great as having the guests we have tonight on the show. So let's introduce them, shall we? Thank you. So,
Nah, this is a special one.
You know, it's a bit hard to
It's
even,
a special one. It's a special one.
If you know, you know.
We got OG.
And if you don't know, get to know.
Yeah, OG, that makes me feel old.
But,
Young G. Look at the young G.
I mean, so yeah, but we got someone who is you're gonna find out a lot about me if you don't, but just to nip at the bud as much as I can. Comedian.
Drum roll.
You know what I mean? Producer. Executive producer, A&R, everything. We have the infamous, the one and only worldwide. Dare I say it? Yeah. Dare I say it? Keep it on, you know, sir. I wanted to hear it from you.
Okay, his real name is Bright Okpocha.
Why you gave it to them?
The first stage name is BasketMouth.
BasketMouth.
Other names started coming up like Badman Bob, Easy Buru Buru,
Come on.
there's Alaji with the long gun.
Hey.
I don't know why.
Yeah, we got the one and only BasketMouth for now. Pleasure
Come
to
on.
have you. Pleasure.
I'm
It's
gonna be
taking-
lost tonight.
Is that a cult? Are you having a cult?
What's going on?
So we say hi.
Hi.
I'm surprised you don't know the video it originates from. There was a guy in Nigeria as well doing Was it lockdown or just
Lockdown
before?
was doing like
lockdown.
Instagram Live.
And he was doing like the Nigerian version of Tory Lanez with the quarantine
Yeah, who is this?
radio. One guy, I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember his name.
But he had one viral video where he was asking women to come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, they're high.
Yeah, they're high.
Yeah,
they high.
See, that same oil he was talking about, I was looking for. That's what inspired us to be looking for the fine oil of this world in all different contexts. So that's what
I
we
love the name, man.
Thank you.
Hoilboys.
Oh boy.
Thank you, man.
Because I was reading, I was like, what the hell? So I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure. So I waited for someone to say it. So I was like, not asked. But I love
Yeah.
the name.
Nah, thank you. Man.
Hoilboys.
Thank you, man.
You want to be a member? Or?
I love to. But
Dubs?
Sign him up. Sign him up.
Hey, flip Peru. So how's London been so far?
man, apart from the cold, it's been
Mm.
amazing, man. It's been amazing. Like, I've been here for about like a month right now, and this is the first time I'm actually staying 1 month.
Okay.
Out here. Normally it's 2 weeks,
Yeah.
10 days, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Right? It's cold as hell.
Very cool.
Yeah, but aside that, man, it's fine.
Oh, how many times do you come London like at least once a year, twice a year?
Well,
Like,
I come to London like
regularly?
once a month.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Quietly.
seriously?
Oh, quietly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then in February is when I come in and I make a lot of noise about
Yeah.
it because of the shows. But after then, I come in like once or twice a month.
Mm.
I think before we even get lost, we've missed one important vital part of this show. And that is everybody's mental health.
Mental
Hmm.
health.
Mental health. So we've been so lost in having you as our guest. I even just forgot, but we're gonna talk you through it. You're gonna tell us yours in a minute. But
Yeah.
so should we start from here then? Yeah. All right, cool. All right, okay, great. Mental health this week. I'd say it's good. 7.5. We're climbing those ladders.
Come on.
7.5, 8 by the great. No, I'm pushing for 8, but 7.5.
So what stood out for you, bro?
Bro, it's just we made it this far. I'm alive. Cortez had dropped. You know what I mean? That was amazing.
Shout out Cortez, friend of the show, man.
Shout out Nike, friend of the show.
Nike, friend of the show,
Clint,
defo as well.
Karaday, all the man them, Waleed as well, genius. So yeah, man, it's been great. And as well, even today when I was feeling a bit just because of the person, one of my friends had a far much worse a day than me, and it made me put things into perspective because it was even his birthday. And the unfortunate circumstances he put it and said, ouch, it's your birthday, but I would hate to be you right now, So just, hey, we thank God, man. So yes, 7.5, we're here.
Yeah, I'll probably say I'm on an 8,
Come on.
Nothing's really happened that can stand out, but, I'm just positive, I can't lie. This year has just been a positive year. Things are just going good. And I feel like when you have a right mindset, then you just... positive things happen, you know what I mean? If you're always down and you're always negative, then you just attract negativity, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm just going to stay positive and then good shit will happen, you get me? So, yeah, I'm on an 8 right now.
Yeah, that's dope.
Is my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to impress you guys.
Nah.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, I might be on the 10.
Come on.
on.
High.
And I'll tell you why. 2 years ago, me and myself and Rocco were talking about me doing a gig out here, like a proper tour, doing like 16 to 20 gigs. And 2 years after, we've done 13. I'm going for
Come on.
Yeah. And apart from that, I realized that everything that I've always wanted has actually happened, and it's happening.
Right.
Yeah, up until today. So I kept getting some emails. Look, you guys would like to meet with you, would like to do this. And I asked myself, man, you're 100 right now. Like, this is all you wanted. And I'm happy,
That's great.
Yeah, hanging with you guys. Never done this before.
Oh,
Yeah, so a lot of good things have been happening. So yeah, I think I'm on 100%. So if I want to take out,
skills.
yeah, killed it, man. But I'm really happy. I've never been
that's
this
it,
free with the
That's
mind.
it.
Like what you said, you need to protect your mind.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. And I've done that for a very long time. And right now, the time I would have said 3 last year.
That's low,
Yeah,
That's low, bruv.
Risky.
No.
That's
I'll say I'm on a 7 out of 10 right now.
Come on.
fair enough.
I feel like, even if things ain't going perfectly, but who would have known that, you know, a couple of weeks back or a couple of months back would be, you know, have the likes of BasketMouth, you know, big legend in the game for those that don't know. I mean, because I've had the opportunity of going to Nigeria. I've lived there for a bit. So my knowledge of you might be a lot more, you know, different to a lot of the people from the UK. So yeah, just stuff like that. It just shows progression. And, you know, one day could be down, the next day could be up. But it's just to keep on going, keep on striving. And, you know, God's grace, everyone gets to where they want to go. So yeah, man, I'm grateful. I'll say I'm on a 7.
Come on.
I'd say, do you know what? Probably about 8.5, you know.
That's a high one, you know.
High,
I
you
know,
know.
but reason why is it's March. My birthday is this month.
Okay.
And this time last year is when I decided to bring back 4Ts. Yeah, I thought, you know what, I wanted to kind of diversify my portfolio. I'm selling tickets, I'm creating content. I want to kind of do something else. So started last year, invested some P's in it, and then literally, I think today is when I went through like the list and I've sold over 500 units.
Come on.
By myself.
I'm
getting the hang.
So, you know, when I take that into consideration, plus like my events are going well, I went to my daughter's parents' evening the other day, nothing but good things was said about her. So yeah, I'm in a good place now, man.
If it was bad things, would you like? Because I've been smacked at our parents' evening. So if it's bad things, would you be like?
Nah, it's not even that. Do you know, if it's bad, it won't be bad in the sense of I want to like punish her. It will just be like, okay, look, we got work to do. But she's the type of person that will text me, oh, I'm bored. And I'll text her back saying, all right, then what do you want? Do you want me to send you like a website to study? And she'll be like, yeah. Whereas if that was my mum and dad, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to study. I want to play. But she's very big on her studying. So I can't complain, man. She's good, man.
That's 6 though.
Nah, parents even gives me too much PTSD, you know.
What?
I'm twisting of ears in 40 she. They went there, slapped you that the white woman in 40 she's scared. She's
yeah, I know.
for your life. That's what she's doing now. Wonder what
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Nah, you know when you know you're in trouble, yeah? When your mum's sitting next to you and she's not looking at the teacher.
She's looking at you. Just focusing on you. The words are coming there. She's focusing on you.
And you know you're even sitting like this. You're even sitting like this.
You can't even look there, man.
I look at her, bro.
Do you know what's mad, dude? Back in the day, yeah, teachers will see that. They won't say anything. No, I'm just saying, but you see today, they're seeing it as, something. They're sending social services to your house, you know.
Teachers used to show racism through that, you know. You see the one that I'm racist to, yeah? When your mom comes, when I should step in, I'm going to amplify. Even when I say get angry, I'm going to amplify. Yes, he's very disruptive.
It's very disruptive.
He doesn't listen.
And you're thinking, what? I wasn't that bad. Like,
I'm going to be getting hot. They're like, well, you, this same boy.
Wait till you get home.
Wow, bro.
Me, I just used to act confused, but I used to act like, what are you talking about? Me?
Oh,
Nah,
that's too funny.
man.
Say, before we get carried away,
man.
friend HD with the base fee. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. My mental health is on like a 8, 9.
Oh, that's good, man. Come on,
Yeah, man.
It's all the travelling, innit?
Yeah, man. Let's go back from Paris.
Come on, Paris.
You need
Paris,
to travel
man.
still.
Niggas in Paris.
I say you need to travel, man. Clearly.
Yeah, man.
Argentina, go on.
Just done some.
Argentina's in Paris. That's what he said. He said Argentina's in Paris.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Yeah, done some production work with somebody I'm working with. Was there for 5 days. Met some cool people.
He was in the studio, like, innit?
Yeah.
Like a vibe still.
Yeah. Worked with some. I think I'm supposed to work with MHD. Supposed to work with. Some French names is very, very hard to pronounce in it. So, yeah, it was good. Whilst I was out there, United won the Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup.
Smallest cup ever
Oh,
seen.
is it? No wonder.
Bro, they all count, bro.
Cup, man.
I'm just saying, like, it is the smallest
Gotta
cups
be
out
in
of
it
all
to
of
win
them,
it, bro.
but, you know, fair enough, man. You man can celebrate that still.
And what will you celebrate?
Well, come on, man. When the end of the season's there, then we'll talk, innit? That's the main aim.
What team do you support?
Arsenal
Arsenal.
still.
Oh, okay, cool. You support a football team?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Seriously?
Nah, God bless you.
Safer, man. That's why my mental health is on
No,
10.
honestly, God bless you. See, from time, yeah, when I was young, I just didn't feel football the way anyone else did. But I said, but the way I'm seeing people get angry, they're crying, I said, bro, you lot are putting yourself through hypertension weekly, day in, day out. No one's asking you to. These people are getting paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions, and they're not sharing it with you. But you're going for this alone. I said, to hell with this. Fuck all of that.
But it's the joy, though, man. It brings you joy, man.
Some people get less joy and more joy than anything else.
You know what,
less joy, sorry.
One of my boys, supports Arsenal, yeah? and he used to go through the whole pain,
Yeah.
getting angry, blah blah.
Yeah.
One time, Arsenal lost. I can't remember, it was an important game they lost, but then he decided to go out with his boy, go raving. The rave that he went to, the Arsenal players were in there celebrating. He said, "You lot just lost. You lot are in this rave, celebrate." He said from that day he's taken a back seat.
Okay, but you can't come and kill yourself, you know.
Bro, the same players that lost the game are the ones celebrating, popping bottles in the club. Yeah.
Brother, you man changed though.
You know, when you guys were talking about your parents, you know, in Nigeria, I don't know how many of you grew up in Nigeria. I know, yeah. I don't know if your parents were like that. No, they don't tell you what they're gonna do to you if you mess up.
Yeah, just
They actually encourage, like, you know what? Go and do it.
Yeah.
And you see, go and do it. So in your mind, you're like, what am I going to see? And just the fact that you don't know what they're going to do to you, because they surprise you.
That surprise sounds deadly.
Yeah, that's
They'll
surprise.
surprise you.
They go, you know what, you want to do it? Yeah, go ahead and do it. Then you see. Then you just give yourself, you advise yourself.
That's fair, man. That's fair, man.
Oh my days.
So what about you like, in terms of raising your kids? How do you like?
Definitely different to how it happened to me because I was slapped, you know, in front of teachers and stuff. So me, I'm a bit calm, so I'll just probably just advise more than tell
Do you
her
think
off.
that's because you have a daughter? Do you think if you had a son, it might be different?
If I had a son, I might slap him still.
No, with boys, it's different with boys.
I think
You have to be harsh, I think.
Yeah,
But
man.
sometimes you need to, boys are more stubborn than the girl.
Yeah.
But have you got any kids?
Yeah, I've got 4.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been busy,
Yeah.
man.
I'm trying to get to that stage still.
Yeah, how many do you have?
Got one.
You have a long way to go.
5 more to go still.
How old's
Five
your
more?
oldest?
Yeah?
How old's your oldest?
It's going to be 15 this year. So I've got
Okay.
15, 13, 12, and the last one is going to be 2, the pandemic baby. I was bored.
Oh, my
I
days.
don't blame you though, because lockdown.
I can't lie, lockdown.
Lockdown.
Yeah,
Do you not think back and think, raw, like,
I miss it,
we
you
actually
know.
went through that.
Yeah.
I miss it.
You say you miss it?
I
In
miss
some
it,
parts I
man.
do.
I don't miss that, you know.
Life is moving so fast now, you'll never get that kind of silence again.
I hear you still, yeah.
In
in
that
that
time,
sense.
even when
Yeah.
we wanted to know, you could balance.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on what was on ground. Let me, if I have the strength to, let me try and muster up the courage to create my own life, to create my own direction. You know what I mean? That's it. Well, now is the noise, basketballs. You're dodging everything every
out
day,
there.
everywhere, conditioning your mind. There's no space to really do what you actually want to do.
Now,
Unless
one of
you're
the
militant.
reasons I miss it is because of the handshakes. Nigerians, they shake hands too much.
I heard that
So
story.
yeah, they shake your hands too much. When during the pandemic, nobody was. And
Yeah.
I hate shaking hands.
I heard that.
In as much as I share with you guys, but
But even during COVID, how was it in terms of like touring or like just performing out there? How was it? Was it a struggle or was you like finding different ways to like, you know?
But for me, I think I was lucky. So what happened was a year before COVID, I told my boys, I told them that, guys, I don't want to tour next year. I want to create content.
Yeah.
I want to work on some sitcoms, work on the album and all that. And when I did the gig in London the same year, that was when the COVID just started, like in February.
Yeah.
I actually announced on stage that this would be my last performance for a few years. I didn't know that they were going to, put a lockdown on the world, And so when it started, I was already prepared, right? So I had my script ready for a sitcom, the stand-up comedy shows I was doing. So I was busy. I think I created about like 4 different or 5 different projects and dropped an album that same year. So I was really busy. And luckily, the network that I work with, they gave us a pass. So during the COVID, when people couldn't move around, I was moving around.
Okay.
So I was cheating the game. So it was fun. Then I didn't tour. I didn't do any gig that year. And that was when I actually discovered some things, right? One thing about Nigeria is that Nigeria will make you do what you're not supposed to do. Like you can study pharmacy and you become a banker. That's what Nigeria does. Right? So I do stand-up comedy, and Nigeria made me become an MC. Right? I'm not an MC. I'm a stand-up comedian. So it was that time I was thinking to myself, dude, you're not honest to your game and to your talent. So at that point, I was like, after the pandemic is over, I'm going to stop doing stand-up MC jobs and just stick with stand-up. So it actually helped me discover myself even more. And since then, You know, it's been amazing. Like, you know, because those MC jobs, the next thing you're hosting a wedding, someone will come, excuse me, please announce this car.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, please announce these names. This is the PA to the governor of Ogun State. PA?
Shout out the PA, you know.
Come on, man. So it
I heard that
helped.
still.
It helped me, yeah.
Nah, shit.
Yeah, but you know, touring, and I've started touring this year, and it's been, that's why it's been on 10.
Yeah.
You do a lot
Classics,
though, because you even produce shows. I remember the first show I know you produced more than one show. But the first show that I actually genuinely came across was Papa Benji. My friend, shout out, I wrote friend of the show.
Thank you.
He loved that show and he loved the theme song of that show. He used to say, I was like, but what's this song you keep on saying? Oh, mate, after Papa Benji. And then I saw you in one episode. You acted with I believe it was Sound Sultan. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Sound Sultan was one of the.
I was a sick episode.
The guy is amazing, man.
Yeah.
So when I was creating Papa Benji, I used to call Sound Sultan like 4 a.m.
Okay.
I would talk about it, you know, the concept. I told him that I'd like to have him in the show.
Sick.
You know, and he came through, and he came with, because Sound Sultan is a creative, it's good. So he was the one that created his character. And, you know, what I told him that I wanted, he was like, no, I've got something better.
Oh, sir.
And he changed it. And I wish he was still around. He would have really put some juice to the show. It would have been, you know, it would have been more, you know, better than what we is. And that show, because I started with my flatmates. That's the TV show on African Magic on cable. So then I moved to Papa Benji, and after Papa Benji, I started doing Ghana Jollof. Right? So those are the 3 main shows that I do. I produce, sometimes I direct, write. I just try to, like, you know, I try everything. I'm happy because these are questions that I've had in the back of my mind from a while back. So I said, I'm just gonna think I'm never gonna get a chance to actually ask him. And here you are. You know what I mean? And I've actually got some genuine questions to ask you. Please go ahead.
One song I found out, I think you played it first in the car time ago when you said your Merc. It was the one with Buju. Your body.
Yeah.
So when I heard that tune, I heard the beat first. I said, okay, this is a serious Bedu. I heard Buju come on it. I said, this tune's hard. I said, but not once have I heard BasketMouth on this tune other than
Basket.
I mean, I said,
that's my verse.
I said, what kind of Ojono is this guy doing? What work did you do on this tune? So I'm guessing you executive produced that.
Yeah, I did the A&R. So the way I create my music, I've got one of the sickest producers in Nigeria. His name is Dr. Seth.
Shout out to the friend of the show.
Yeah. So Dr. Seth, he did something. It was weird. And me, I'm more into how I meet people than just the relationship we create. So what happened was I saw a post. I saw he was selling his I've forgotten, but he makes music there. So it was his beat tracks or something like that. I can't remember. So I saw it. I was like, I didn't believe. Like, it was hard for me to even take it in that a Nigerian could do such, right? So I told him that I'm going to support this stuff. I want you to make money from it. So I helped him repost it, right, on my Instagram. And it went well. So he wanted to pay back, right? So he helped me create a sound where I was promoting the show. So he created the music from that promotion. Okay. And when I hit the beat, I was like, dude, man, you're good. And I tested him. I was like, can you make this? And he made it, sent it to me the same day. And I sent him another one and he sent it. I was like, okay, this is the guy I've been looking for. And I invited him to the office, sat down, the energy was right. And we started making music. Like, it wasn't immediately. I invited him. He came to because we booked a hotel room for like a week. He came in the first day, we were just vibing and we made the first beat. I told him what I wanted to create because I've had that idea since 1995. Wow. Yeah, I've always wanted to blend hip hop and high life. It's something I wanted. And there was a time I was trying to blend Afrobeat music, like Fela's music, with hip hop music. But that was in 1995. People thought I was crazy.
Yeah, it was new. It was new back then. Yeah.
So I backed off. Then when he came through, we started making this stuff. And every time I make a beat, I'm hearing someone's voice on it. I did not know what A&R, was.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this guy can do it. This guy. So I met different artists. I was calling them, dude, I've got this beat. I'm making this album. I'd like for you to jump on it. And for everyone that I sent it to, they came through. And that's how it started. Then Buju, that song you heard, Dr. Said hated the beat. And I told him that, dude, this beat,
That beat's fire.
wicked.
That beat's fire.
Right?
Still.
And Buju came to where we were shooting and came to the car, played the beat for him. He jumped on that. What you heard was freestyle.
Swear.
Yeah.
Mad.
He was just listening to it and he started singing. And he said, can we go to the studio and record right now? I said, dude, man, I'm tired, but can we do it tomorrow? Came through. What he did the day before, he just jumped in it. He didn't write nothing, he was just vibing. Not for once did he write anything.
Mad.
And from then, it's been...
Shout out Buju, friend of the
Buju,
show.
man, that guy is a beast. But the new album I'm working on, I think it's going to be the best one.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Who's on there?
About it. What?
Which
Who's on
artists
it?
do you have on there?
Right now, we've got Victoni.
Okay.
I've got Donkey
Charlie
Mighty.
Oh,
yeah.
They got Charlie Mace on it, bro.
One day.
I'm gonna check you out. And I've got Borge.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Bud from the
Fowles, the bad guy. Lil J.
LJ, friend of the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on this one. It's actually more Gen Z-ish. It's a dope album. I've got Peruzzi. I'm talking to Zinoliski.
Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to jump on one. Young John is on the album as well. Yeah, and it's a dope album.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer the music or do you prefer like comedy or?
In actual fact, to be honest, I actually enjoy making music more than writing material. Yeah.
I could kind of see that, and you even just of how you're speaking more. About,
More into comedy. Yeah, I love making.
What do you feel like that is? Do you just feel like you realized that you had a talent that was more noticeable, and you went with that, and you just used what you got from that position from the comedy? Because I believe the comedy was like your first sort of breakthrough into the scene.
Music was first.
Okay.
In actual fact, I didn't know I was a comedian. I didn't know I was funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Until when?
All my boys are funny. They are even funnier than me. Right? So it was one day I was just teasing them, and a friend of my brother's, my elder brother, he saw me. I was just making them laugh because it was normal, like it's something we do normally. And he asked me if I'd seen Eddie Murphy's Delirious. I said I hadn't. I thought Eddie Murphy was just an actor. So he said I should come to his house, gave me the tape, a VHS tape. I watched it. I was just looking at Eddie Murphy. I was like, I can do this. But before then, these guys that are funnier than me, we were all like in a rap group. We were called the Psychopaths. Right? Hey. And crazy on the mic back then. And music was actually my first love. But comedy was just in there. It was inborn. Then I knew rap music wasn't going to go anywhere. So I told myself, you know what? Since comedy is
making sense.
I did not know that I was going to get paid from it until the first day. I was doing it for fun. Then one guy came to me when I was performing in the university at the law induction dinner. And he told me that, look, there's a show. They don't have a comedian who would like you to come perform. I was like, when is the show? They said, like, right now. I said, how much are you going to pay? And he said, because it was going to be inconvenience. Like, how much are you going to pay? He said, I'll give you 150 naira. Now, I'll give you a balance of 150.
What's that in pounds?
It's nothing. It's nothing.
So I'm guessing that was time ago then. That was in
1999. 1999. 300 naira was a lot of money for me because I was a poor kid, right? So when he said 300 naira, I was like, man, I can feed now. So I went to perform. They paid me the 150 up front. They didn't pay the balance till date. I want my balance.
Money, bro.
And that's how it started. When I did the gig, people were like, man, this guy is good. And the next gig I did, I went in first as a rapper. Then the MC was dying on stage. And I told the promoter, guy, I can help you out. And he was like, no, you're a rapper. I said, trust me, I can do this. And I did it. And that was the first day I actually enjoyed it. That was one of my best performances. Yeah. Then afterwards, people were like, oh, BasketMouth is good. That. Then it was Bright that my name was. Like, they call me my real name, Bright. It was some guy that saw me perform as I left the stage, I was backstage. He was walking past and he saw me. I was like, dude, man, you're funny. You've got a BasketMouth, you know, right? That's a good name. And that's how the name came.
Oh,
So everything just happened.
Yeah.
And since then, so when I got the opportunity to go into music, I was like, hey, this is the best time to do it and enjoy it. And I actually enjoy making music. With comedy, I won't say I'm bored, but it's creating a joke. It's mental, right? You can say something, I'll note it down.
Yeah.
I go home and I work on it.
Yeah.
But with music, it's more spiritual,
Yeah.
right? Like you're making the beat, you put the create everything, the sound and all that, the melody,
This flows better.
the flows better. And next thing you're looking for who can give you the right hook, the right verses, and you start making it. So the process is actually very beautiful. And watching the Nigerian artists create, my God, there are some people I'll tell you for free that you must respect a little bit more. One of them is Loj.
Yeah.
What?
He was. That's why he's in
Yeah,
UK now.
he's in London.
Yeah.
Loj came to the studio at about like 10 p.m. He didn't leave until 4 a.m. He didn't leave the mic until 4 a.m. So he doesn't write. He gives the melody. He gives the vibe. He just does his thing. And we record it and he start putting words to it, one after the other. The same thing with Buju as well. Big shout out to Buju.
Yeah, Buju friend of the show.
All these guys. One Day Cole is a beast.
One Day Cole.
Yeah.
One Day Cole is one of my favorite artists.
One Day Cole.
They call me.
He
Legend.
came in the studio and he was just singing and he sang for like 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Bro, the thing I've heard about One Day Cole, I've seen a video of him when he made Gentility freestyle.
Yeah, it's freestyle.
That's mad.
But he said he just came in and just freestyle. But he's just spazzing on the tune. And to think that because that song from the concept to the beat, Melvito, One Day Cole is phenomenal.
Nah, it's crazy.
The thing that someone didn't write that and just came and just spazzed on it is mental to me. Like One Day Cole
is a beast. He's something else. So I love the process. I love watching them, create these things. Unlike comedy is just, it's I don't know. Like I like it. I love the technique. Yes, especially with the way I write my materials.
Yeah.
I love when I write a material, I'm like, man, this is dope. So there was a rumor that came out last year in December. I don't know if you guys heard it. They say I'm bisexual.
No,
Oh, yeah, it came out. And guess
You're
what?
not though. You're.
Come on, man.
No,
I've got 4 kids.
I'm busy, man.
He said BFFR, bro.
So when they said that thing, when I read it, I was like, you know what? So I was trying to understand why it came up with that, rumor. And I told myself that this is your set. This is actually your set. So what I did in London, the whole tour was that.
Okay.
Yeah, so with comedy, that's how it comes. It comes easy.
Use your life experience.
Yeah, use my life. So I just told, on stage, I just told them about the rumor.
Yeah.
And I gave them instances of, things that I've done that might have given people the idea that I'm bisexual.
Yeah.
And I proved to them that I wasn't. So that's like the whole set.
Okay.
Yeah, but with music, it's different, man.
So you prefer people singing along to your music than people laughing at your jokes?
Now, that's a good question. I prefer people laughing to my jokes. Why? Because of the end result. Like comedy, the good thing about comedy is how it makes people feel, right? Music, it's one song or maybe one album. You hear the album and you keep repeating it. It's the same feeling for you, depending on how you're feeling, where you want to get to. But with comedy, I'm dropping new materials every time.
Yeah.
So for every time I'm getting about the same reaction, but with different material.
Yeah.
So it's better. I like it. Yes, and the laughs is different. So different type of laughter, and I know because I know my timing. I know when I'm gonna get that explosion from them. So I love
to get some giggles.
In my mind, I was like, You guys are about to get fucked up.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best point in telling the joke. You know where you got them under your... Nah.
And sometimes I'll just drop it. I'll wait for the punchline, and when they're still laughing, I'll just drop it. Boom. Gotcha.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
That skill, I've always envied people with it because all my life, like everyone's always told me, you should do stand up. You know, you should do stand up. I'm just
Do it, man.
They say you should do. Don't never say what they say you should do because you regret saying that. To them. But anyways,
But if they tell you that you can do stand up, which means you make them laugh.
Yeah.
Trust me, you might want to just try it.
I know. You know what? And you're not wrong. There's a part of me that does. However, my thing is, I just believe I'm blessed with the power of being witty. So the concept of writing, premeditating a joke is so foreign to me, to the point where if I should actually write it down, I feel like this cannot be funny because I've written it down. So there must be a tech that I'm...
Don't write it down. Write just the topic.
Got you, and then think.
Yeah, so now what you do is, if you get the story, now the story, sometimes the punchline is at the end, right? At the end of the joke. That's not good because you lose your audience.
Disengage.
You only have them for about like 1 minute. Or like from the time you get on stage, you have to make them laugh 1 minute after you get on stage. So how you can get them is to start with a topic, your story. Start with that one that is going to like go like, what the fuck is this guy is about to say?
Okay,
right now? Yes, don't just go beat around the bush.
Go straight
like, just like, for instance, when I started my material, I was like, okay, let me just tell you, I came on stage and I told them that I'm so happy to be here. And people were like, yeah. I said, no, really, I'm very happy to be here. I'm like, yeah. I said, no, trust me. I'm very happy. Literally, I'm happy to be here in London. And they were getting it. I was like, anywhere. I'm happy to be anywhere else.
But Nigeria.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
But I said anywhere else. And they took it in and they started laughing. Do you get? So now I got their attention.
Yeah.
So now, why are you happy to be here in London? I started telling them.
I got you.
So you have to catch them. The first 1 minute, just say sometimes it'll make them laugh. And then once you catch them, they're all yours. Whatever you want to do with them.
I'm gonna try it now, innit?
So I've got a question for you. So your TikToks.
Yeah.
There's no prep. You just turn on the mic and camera and start talking.
So you're about the ones in the car.
In the car, yeah.
Like those ones is okay. This has happened. Talk about this. So I'll get on the cam knowing that I'm going to talk about it. But what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm just going to start and then say it. 8 times out of 10 is doable. Sometimes I have to scratch that, do it again. Scratch that, do it again.
That's comedy.
But I don't write it. But
that's comedy.
Yeah.
Just go on stage with that same thing and do it. And the more you do it,
it's different because I can't erase the last thing I said if it was.
Doesn't matter. Now this is how it works. As long as
free game, man.
Free game, real.
Yeah.
Real.
So when you write your material, don't go on stage with just 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Go on stage with like 10 different topics. You start the first one and ride with it. Even if the punchline doesn't hit them hard, just make sure that the topics you're talking about, they're all related, they're all connected. So you can jump to the next topic that is better without them knowing that you've reached your punchline that's flat. Just keep going and jump to the next story and just keep going. And at the end of the day, you will know what they can take and what they can't take. So it's mental. The more you do it, the more you start taking. Because this tour, when I started, the first show, Manchester, wasn't the best. Yeah, it was London that was the best because before I got to the London part of the show, I had taken things out. I was like, hey, Bright, you can't see this, you can't do this, you can't do this. The more you do it, the better you get. So you can imagine me still doing that, and I've done it for 25, 26 years.
Right.
So you keep learning.
Man. That's 6 though.
How does it feel like being in the game for the 25, 26 years, as you said? Because I feel like longevity is really hard because every other year there's something new happening, you know what I mean? So how does it feel, just being in the game for that long?
Oh, yeah, man. Okay.
Not to say that long like you're old or anything.
No,
Respectfully.
I'm 25 this year, so I'm getting old. I'm getting there. So I love the idea that I'm still, busy. I'm still kicking ass. I'm sorry, am I allowed to?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
So, but I stopped doing stand-up comedy like 6 years ago. People didn't notice because I was doing TV and all that stuff. But I started pulling back because I wasn't enjoying it. And I found out why. And that's the reason. That's what I said earlier on, the MCing thing. It was killing my vibe. So now that I'm back and I started doing stand-up again, and I thought about it, like, Bright, like you didn't come back to take someone out of their place. You came back to just take your place, your spot. So the thing is, I don't have a lot of, in Nigeria, that's how I speak. So that I don't have competitions. Not like I'm looking for any, but there's nothing that is pushing me. So I get bored easily with that. Like not like I'm looking at anyone but now on stage, when I get on stage, BasketMouth, and I say anything, they're laughing. I don't like it. I want it to be tough. I want it to be. So that's why I like going to new places. Like when I did Stockholm, I did Hamburg. No, it wasn't Hamburg. I think it was Cologne and Frankfurt. It was like 80% white people.
Oh wow!
I loved it. Yeah, I prefer it when I have foreign
challenge.
Yeah, I like it. Those are the moments that make you want to continue doing it. Because when you start doing the same thing over and over again, you get bored after a while. But because I take myself out of my comfort zone and go out to a place where it is not easy for me, and I want to test myself to see if I'm really as good as they say I am. So when I do that and I conquer it, then I get excited. It makes me feel good. So that's what's been keeping me, so I keep challenging myself.
I think those moments are important because I've been watching a lot of documentaries recently, and people don't, I guess a lot of people know, but like Michael Jackson and Prince had a beef, whether it was public or not. It wasn't beef in the sense of like Tupac and Biggie, but they had like friendly
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
Same with Tupac and Biggie, same with Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, 50 Cent, Ja Rule. Like there's usually moments in like music that we can look back and be like, do you know what? This was a moment because, and it's the competitiveness at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look back at Prince and Michael Jackson, for example, there's one moment where James Brown is performing. I think it's a fundraiser or something. And then he comes out and he says something along the lines of, let me introduce you to the next talent. And then he brings Michael Jackson on stage. But then Michael Jackson whispers in his ear and says, announce Prince. But he wanted to do that to try and embarrass Prince. So Prince has come on, done the whole, obviously, the way he dresses. And he's very like masculine. He's not feminine. He dresses feminine. He's a proper bad boy. He's come on stage and he's performed, but his performance is a bit like, everyone's like, what's this? They weren't used to it. They were more used to the Michael Jackson vibe. So he saw that as, you got one up on me, All right, cool. Watch next time. But fast forward, people just see it as Michael Jackson gave him the bus because he told James Brown to invite him. So it's seen as, Michael Jackson told you to perform though. He gave you the opportunity. Whereas no, Michael Jackson wanted him to get embarrassed. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like he wanted him to bomb, come on the stage and embarrass yourself. Kind of vibe. But it's these small things in like...
That's different for me. For me, I'm not looking for competition from my colleague, but I would like to see someone tough enough to make me go like, okay, Brad, you need to sit up. You understand? But for me, my crowd is my competition. You understand? When I go on stage and I see a tough crowd, I'm like, okay, let's see how good you are now. And I go in and sometimes I struggle at the beginning and I power through it and I get them at the end. And I'm like, oh, that was good. But you had a tough time at the beginning. Next time, you have to start hard. So these are the things that just keeps me, but it's fun, man. Trust me, it's beautiful.
Speaking on music, would you ever tap into the UK scene and try to make an album?
You trying to plug your artist?
I intend to. Like with this new album, this next album, I tried to stretch myself a little bit. I wanted to get, I'm still working on the album. So if you have some people that you feel,
I got a few still.
Please vet those kind of people. Which kind of genre? We have drill, we have Afrobeat. I
can make them do what I want, and they'll kill
some of them, they don't do it to some bad people, but fair enough. You
So the thing is, with music, if I give them the kind of beat that we make, and they can jump on it, they will be shocked at what they will become on that song. You understand? After this whole podcast, I'm going to play some songs from some people. Like when you hear them, you're like, I can't believe this is the same person.
Mm.
So it's the beat that drives them. So as long as the person is a great writer, a great storyteller, got the talent and the voice, I'll work with you.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
How about producers? Do you work with
that's
producers?
one thing that I think I will struggle with for a while. Working with a new producer, it's a bit tough for me because myself and Dr. Seth were like,
Yeah.
Yin and yang.
the yin and yang, yeah. So
And it takes time to cultivate that kind
it's
of
hard.
relationship.
Like,
you go for so many producers, and no one's giving you that.
I worked with about 3 or 4 producers, and they didn't impress me. Yeah, and some of them, the reason I couldn't really work with them, what they were doing, I could do it.
When you produce,
No, like I play the keyboard.
Oh,
I can
so
play
okay,
a
cool.
little, but the way I see the process when they're making the beat, I'm like, this is so lazy.
Basic.
Yeah, it's so basic. So with Dr. Seth goes in and makes like the percussions. If you listen to Yabaz, if they break down the lines of the percussions on the AV of the song, it can make like 3 other beats. There are some things that we put quiet, like we muted them because of it was, interfering with something else. And these are all great tunes. There was one time he was playing a song for me, and one of the songs we made, and he took out some things, and I heard some new sound. I was like, what's this? He says it's from the same beat. I like, no, what? Don't put it on this beat. Take it out. Let's make a new kind of beat with it. So except the producer can do that, like to the point where you can actually flesh the beat to the point where I can make 3 beats from one.
Yeah.
That's a proper producer then, man.
Have you not heard about this whole thing about Shadeborough? Because I don't know, but apparently
They locked their account.
it got shut down. Is it still shut down?
Who's that?
It's gone. Okay.
Who?
Shade
So-
Bar is
Like Shade Room.
yeah, like
the
Shade
UK
Room, like an online blog
Oh.
type thing, but
No.
for the UK.
So how do you, man, first of all, feel about that? And then 2, how do you feel about blog pages as such, like being probably too involved in your personal life and how they,
Report
on things that isn't really their business, and just, like how's everyone's views on, report pages like
with
Shadeborough?
bloggers, most of them they're just hustling. They're hustlers. They don't dig deep enough when they hear a rumor or whatever a story. They just take it and pick it. Sometimes they pick from other blogs.
Yeah.
They don't do investigative journalism and all that. They just come up with different stuff. And I think that's a bit unfair to the people that you're talking about, because sometimes you ruin whatever they've built for like 10, 20 years just because of you're not patient enough to really confirm the story. Right? So because of that, there are very few bloggers that I respect.
Yeah, same.
Very, very few.
Same.
The rest of them, they are just hustlers. The same thing with the industry, comedy, music. There are some people that are just hustlers. They just, it makes money. We can do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's make some money. Like the blog that carried the story, of me being bisexual. Oh man.
Well, did they find the owner of that blog page? I just want to knock his head. Whoever, if I'm in that kind of situation, someone made that. I fucking lie about me, bro. I want to knock their head, but I want to beat them up.
Interestingly, the lady that carried that story, like the lady, I can't find out. Yeah, she's actually in London. She's a Ghanaian. She's a lawyer.
Ghanaian?
Imagine. Nana, your people.
Yeah.
I
just wanted to know. I wanted to
to
know where it's coming from.
Yeah,
and
man.
why would you?
Yeah, why did you do this?
Yeah, and apparently what happened was some blog carried a story about and described someone that the person is gay, and they were directing it to a guy called Yomi Casual, right? But someone else just added my name to it.
I know that must be
strange.
So
had nothing to do with it. He just added it.
Yeah, just added, like,
it's
he must be
lazy,
this guy. And the
man.
guy put it out there. I cannot believe that BasketMouth has joined the gig, the bike. And I'm like, I don't have a problem. Being bi, but at least I would like to be aware.
Yeah, that I am.
That I am. Don't tell me what I don't know about myself.
You see with social media, especially blog pages, for the longest time, it just reminded me, my thing is 2 things can coexist. I respect the business mentality of it, but you also need to accept for the most part, most of them are like, bro, you're exploiting your people. You're exploiting people's lives for a quick bag and buzz. I can never rate that. And that's why there's only a handful of them man rates. And you have to deep as well. This social media thing, from in my eyes, for the longest part, I've seen it as, it's literally just like an enlarged and more dramatic secondary school. It's a massive secondary school.
Gossip.
And in secondary school, like, there's wastemen, there's dickheads, there's people that there's just neeks. There's bears in them, you know what I mean? But because now this secondary school is the world, there's bare neeks. There's bare neeks, and there's neeks with sense, there's neeks with small in intelligence, but they have vision. And so a lot of these people are behind these blog pages. They're just wastemen.
They can hide.
And they can hide.
Yeah.
That's why I tell most artists, don't ever respond to anybody. Because, first of all, you are the artist. You're the one with 10 million followers or whatever number you have. These guys, they're like, 2,000, 100,000, whatever. When you respond, you've made all your followers
go to that story.
Know about the story. That's one. Number two, this person is faceless. You have to ignore this person and just move on with your life. And in 1 day or two, it's gone. And it doesn't bring, like, I see social media, because I became famous. I'm sorry I'm saying it, doesn't like I'm trying to brag.
No,
but I became famous during the days of VHS tapes, right? In the days of YouTube. So social media just came as a tool for me to amplify my content, and that's what I use it for. So it doesn't bring value to me. I put value on it because I'm the one creating the content.
And then you're using it
there, right? So I've never been booked through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or any of these platforms. So no value comes in from there. So even when people were attacking me, because I wasn't around during the election and they came for me, they dragged my life. And it wasn't my fault, right? And my guys were like, you need to explain to them. And I told my guys, no, they don't bring value to my work. They actually give them value, right? So I'll wait until I'm performing in front of the people that paid, you understand, to come watch me perform.
I heard that story.
You are the ones that I owe the explanation.
Yeah.
But since I'm here, so there's no need for me to talk about it.
Fair enough. Yeah, nah.
When they go and pay.
But you know what? Remember that day I said, I was saying to you, I said in a hypothetical situation, I said, if my enemy, let's say I've blown and they now go and put on shade, bro, God forbid, will never happen. But if it's one of those godforsaken blog pages, go and put Charlie Mace, something, and it's not true. Or it's something that I stand by and everybody just overreacting. I said, the more it gets too much, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come off the app. And for the next 5 days, I'm going to live my life off the app. If you see me on the road, so, oh, mate, what going on? Oh, fam, why would that thing on Sheba? On what? I'm unaware. I haven't been on this. Please, don't talk about that with me. Talk about what you want to talk. And you have to draw people back to life and say, are you reacting to me dependent on who you are as a person or what social media is directing you to go and do? Because as I'm here with you now, we're not on Instagram, we're in real life. So do you have a problem with facts? No. So I'm not talking about anything on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram. I have not been on any Instagram. So for you to continue, you're showing me that you are and truly in fact a Nick. You know what I mean? After 5 days, I will come back. I will see they're dishing out for someone else. They forgot about me. It's not that deep. You can come off this thing, even when I see people that are not creatives, are not influencers, that are in these blog pages comments, because as much as I don't, we have to take accountability. We're all giving them power. I'm only following them because I like to see content that I can make content off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I said people that are creatives, or you have business, they're fair enough. But when you have random people, normal people, probably 9 to 5, some of them have kids, some of them don't have kids.
Just in the comments.
And they're in the comments, passionate, writing paragraphs.
I don't get it, I actually don't get people.
I say you, madam, wherever you are.
I just keep my opinion to
myself. Me
up. They're arguing with people that they don't know.
What?
Oh, you open the page and the page is like following 7,000 people.
What?
No profile picture.
Bro,
you see that, right?
That's mad.
I have blocked over 500 people.
There's too many tickets out there.
Yeah. It's so bad that if I like on a blog and the story is going this direction and I see someone saying something else, like some crap,
Yeah.
I'll block you.
Yeah.
I know that if
For
you
the
can do
future.
this here, I'll just block you because I know that you
You're gonna
definitely
chat
put
shit.
this
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, there's these people, they think that they're superheroes.
Yeah.
So what they do is they condense the article for you. So they'll be
Okay,
the
yeah,
post,
yeah.
you don't need to comment.
yeah.
They'll be like, basically, it's just da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
These times, they didn't condense the story properly.
Yeah.
Everyone is now ran with this.
That's what they do.
You don't watch the video yourself.
It's crazy.
Bro, the internet is scary, but I said there's too many leaks on the internet, you know? We need to, everyone, human beings, we need to remember that we can come off the app, you know? We can come off. So, no, but are you addicted to it?
No, I'm going to say that the internet is run by made by them.
You know, no, you know it is. I hear you, but my thing is that when we had power, we abused it. We didn't use it. You know what I mean? We still have power now, but it's a thing of, it has to be a power of mindfulness that you can't let nicks and nobodies draw you out. You can't let what nicks and nobodies are saying, like us, we're part of it. Because we'll go and see Shade Bar put some bullshit take about someone's personal life. That really truly is none of our business whatsoever. The person that's minded there, but we're fast around there. And me too, I've been guilty of it. But like I said, I'm a creative. Don't shoot me. You know what I mean? But for everyone, I'm just gonna say we, so no one feels attacked. But bro, we complain and we go there and we feed into this bullshit. That's like, there's only, made you think. I like, because for the most part, I don't see him going to anyone's personal business for anything negative, whatever. You know what I mean? He just says his own thoughts. You know what I mean? And everything I'm saying is based on what I've seen. I don't know any of these people personally. They may be shit people or not. I don't know. But based on the actual blog page, made you think is one of the few that I'm like, okay, fair enough. You're just doing honest.
Made you think there's
honest
positive news.
Yes, all positive news. Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
For me, it's just all about positivity, man.
Yeah,
like if people bring anything toxic to my space, I'll take you off. Like, you know, it's not supposed to be that toxic. We are all humans. We have feelings, and when sometimes they pick up someone's story, no matter how bad it is, you see everyone has their opinion.
Yeah.
And there's something, if it's your opinion, it's yours. It's not mine. That's your opinion. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let your opinion mess with my feeling.
Yeah.
Your opinion is how you feel. And it's unfortunate. I feel sorry for you. And like when they were dragging me, like on the thing, I was gaslighting them. I wasn't responding. I was rude at some point. Because when they said, why did you put your show out? And I responded, I said, why INEC was supposed to talk to me and confirm the date I'm doing my show so they can avoid the election that day, you know? I was that, you know? Yeah. And they were upset. Who does he think he is? I needed them to do that. I needed to make them angry. Because I have this thing. It's just the way I am. If I know I've not done anything wrong and you're getting, you know, all worked up, you understand, because of what I didn't do, I'll gaslight you.
Make it worse.
Make it worse.
Make you more angry.
The thing I believe, your state of mind defines you, right? Is what you feed. You understand? So people go on Instagram to feed negative things. So people go like, I don't waste my time on negative stories. I move on. So when I see that people that are feeding on that hate and everything, I'll do things. I'll spark you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one feeling it. I'm not. I'm actually flexing, right? And anger is a very terrible thing. People don't know how heavy it is on them. So because you've not learned, I will make you even more angry while I'm there sipping whatever I'm sipping on. So I have fun with them. Now they are going to find out now because of this thing. They will never send me again.
You know, you said that one of your tips was that you shouldn't respond to it, right?
No.
I've got a funny question for you. I want to answer right now on the spot, right?
Okay.
What would you do, right? One day, the biggest blog, the top 3 blog pages in Nigeria and 1 in Europe. So that's Tunde Ednot, all the big ones, wherever it is, they've got you. They've all got a picture, right? I don't know how they've done it, whether it's AI or creative, whatever. They've done something sharp. There's a picture of you and a troop of men. And they said BasketMouth has been found out to be part of the Boko Haram that sees X amount of women. Are you going to respond to that? You have to.
No, I won't.
You won't? You go silent. Basketball, they're going to finish you. They're going to, every show you go to, they're going to attack you, you know?
Yeah. So the thing,
Yeah.
what I'll do instead is that I'll use that thing as a joke.
You can't do that. You
I'll
can't.
use that. I will look for a way.
You're gonna lose fans. You're gonna lose bare fans. I promise you, bro.
No, I'm gonna talk.
Because Nigerians can be gullible, you know. They can believe things.
they're very gullible.
Oh,
So the thing is, the more like,
and
this is what I
decked
believe.
out. He's actually holding a gun. BasketMouth. He's holding a gun.
Yeah, I won't respond.
Ah.
When you respond, so the way I feel, when you respond, right, they know that they've gotten your attention, and they'll keep throwing things at you until they break you, right?
Yeah.
So I will never respond.
Fair.
So they know that this guy does not
I
respond.
heard that though. It's true.
It's tough though.
Yeah, it's tough.
Tough.
Bro,
It's
it's
tough.
tough, but
Sometimes it's like
Yeah, you can get drawn out, man.
Yeah.
I remember one time, this is like back chat days, isn't it?
I can imagine. Back to the
Right.
Yeah, even his boy. We're right now. No.
So, I think someone on Twitter, must have said something, and
What?
like it was a big person, innit? Yeah, and they were talking about me being big, and that just pissed me off so much. I was thinking, you're big, you're even bigger than me. They were talking about me being big. Sometimes I say certain things can just draw you out.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard, like to do it, but
I can't like in
that one.
in that switch though. If I'm in and I'm minding my own business and I see an easy win, I'm gonna kick your head, bro. I can't like because this one I don't mind anyone trying to draw me out on. Because yes, bro, like fam, I'll mind my own business. You're big. You should have been chatting shit. You know what I mean?
The problem with that is, for example, if you've got stuff in your closet, that's where it becomes an issue. So, for example, when the Michael B. Jordan situation happened on the red carpet, where the girl
corny stuff.
checked the girl, corny kid from
Yeah,
checked her.
yeah.
Then you got Joe Budden saying, "Oh, that's corny. This is why they corny."
Joe Budden's the last person to talk about
This
anyone.
is what I'm
being
saying.
corny.
This is what I'm saying. People started dragging him now, and he's like, "Yo, you look, I can fight." You know, they're like, "All right, cool, let's fight then." But you see what I'm saying? So it's a weird one. Like, if you're gonna talk about something, just make sure you're
pan,
especially in that department.
Yeah.
Because on the internet, if they want to find something on you, they'll find it. You know.
Yeah, quickly, you know.
They'll
Let's
find
start
it.
saying costs for that. Oh, well, you want to be on the show now? Go. Yeah, we can't hire you because you haven't got a mic, but go on, shout.
No, we'll put in the subtitles.
Now go there, bro.
Yeah, go on.
No.
Now go on the mic.
Yeah, we'll put subtitles.
It's the one that Michael B. Jordan thing, innit?
Yeah.
I'm saying, have you ever had someone double back from your past when you wasn't famous and now you're famous? They're coming back on some. I always.
BasketMouth. Oh yeah, Jumbo. I knew you when you wasn't. You was bright.
I get it all the time, man. Like all the time they come. There was one guy that it was a funny situation. The guy he was with some girls, like 3 girls, and he goes, "Hey, BasketMouth. Oh boy, don't be so. You don't forget the boys that made you. Come here."
I'll be so angry. I'll be so angry, bro.
That made you, you
I
know.
was interested. I like to know the person that made me.
I said, "Not my mom, you're not my dad."
I walked up to his table. I was like, "Yo, bro, sorry, man. I'm sorry. I can't remember the face, man. Please remind." He said, "No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine." I said, "No, it's not fine." Remind me.
I said dates, time.
Remind me
location.
where did you? I said, "I know you." He said, "Yeah, Unibend this." I said, "Yeah, fine." Everyone knows I went to Unibend.
Yeah.
But when? What did we do? How? Just tell me something. Now the girls were getting embarrassed and everything. He was trying to kill us. I said, no, I want to
Yeah,
know.
man.
Yeah.
And the guy was there. I could see that he was struggling. The girls were like, they were all
Secondhand embarrassment.
man, you don't know me.
Yeah, man.
Stop doing
That's
this.
it. You don't know me.
I'm very calm though. I would say,
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Sometimes you got to do it, you know.
Yeah, man.
You have to.
I like doing it. I enjoy doing it. When you try to make it look like you're one of the people that did that.
I remember there was, bro, there's been 2 times that have stuck out to me. I've been so livid. The most recent one was last year in DLT Malta, right? There was a girl.
Shout out DLT,
Shout out
friend of the show.
DLT, friend of the show. There was a girl, right? I remember this girl's face. She went to a certain college that I didn't go to, Haven Sixth Form, right? So I knew of loads of people at that college. I didn't go there though, and people my age were in college before I even came back to the country. So okay, maybe I've had her on Facebook. Those times there, I probably knew her name then because it was on her Facebook that I used to see. I haven't been on Facebook in years. I've seen this girl after donkeys now. Oh, hi. I've greeted everyone normally. Hi. Oh my God, check. Okay, hi. So, what? So, you don't know me. I said, and obviously me as well, if you know me, I wear glasses. I'm short-sighted. In the dark again. I'm drunk again. I'm high again. I don't recognize anybody, but especially you. And she's like, what? I said, wow, I swear. I said, no. I said, listen, sorry, I'm waved. I said, hi, though. You know what I mean? You good? She goes, no, whatever. I go away. I said, wait, pause. I said, wait, what's the problem? She goes, why you trying to say you don't know me? I said, listen, I you went Haven sixth form, right? I said, yeah. I just can't remember your name. Sorry. She goes, oh no, whatever. I said, what the hell? I said, I've been there being that's it. I said, bro, I didn't even go to your college. I said, I can't like piss off, man. Hey, my boy, she was there shouting. Friends were holding back. I said, just shout, man. It's the big girl, bum. And the other time, the first time was a guy that I hadn't even met yet, but he was familiar with a lot of my young boys. So he's probably seen me on their Snapchat and whatever. So, and he's probably seen videos. So the first time he's seen me out, maybe he's truly close with my friends, right? But you haven't met me. First time this guy sees me, I think I'm walking down the stairs with my boy, and he happens to know the boy I'm with. And he came down, but he walked downstairs, I think he's waiting. Say, mate, he slapped my back, bass. I said,
back.
I said, bro, yo.
You nigga like this.
Bro.
It's so painful.
Bro. When I say, he looked at my boy, Chris, from gym.
Yeah.
And Chris knows him. Chris like, oh, man, boom, what are you saying? And then he's now seeing me and see that I'm not smiling. I mean, immediately I goes, wait, bro, is my man your boy like that, yeah? He's like, just chill, man. Yeah. I said, all right, cool. I said, yo, bro, quickly. He said, yo. I said, come. I said, do you know me? He goes, huh? I said, do you know me? He said, yeah. Charlie Mace, innit? I said, no. I said,
on a personal thing.
Do you know me? Do you know me?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, no, but you know all. I said, yeah, no, it's cool, but do you know me, bro? You know what I mean? He's like, oh, no. I said, bro, don't ever come and greet me like that, bro. It's not that thing. I mean, he's like, yeah, come. Tomorrow, if he sees me, he doesn't greet me. If he sees me, I like he's seen a ghost. He just turn away.
I don't like those ones though. It's
I
like
get that all the time.
Bro,
just say hi.
Well, be normal.
Be normal, man. Be
In
normal.
Nigeria, they will come, hey, basket. All the time. It happened on this trip during the tour at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
The basket, bye, you don't forget boys. I'm like,
It's like
guy, and it's so painful. You don't want to react like you're weak.
Yeah.
It's so painful. I'm like, act strong. Don't
You
let
can't
them
do
know.
that. Yay!
When he did it, I was vexed. Recess, big recess, Wembley. Good mouse I was having. The guy just came, yo, mate, Baz. I said, why is your dad mad? Why are you doing that? Where do you actually, who does that? You've never met me before. Because you've been laughing on your phone. Now,
The worst one is
What?
when you're talking to a babes and they walk past. My guy. You look like, I don't even know this guy.
and it will be the biggest Sondoko looking boy. Yeah. He looks like the stupidest person there. He'll use his one lifeline. He said, my guy, you know me.
He will come and shake you
Yeah, he will shake you properly.
The girl's like, see, you're just too big.
I did that thing to me. I was talking to this girl. I think it was in South Africa. I was talking to this girl. And this Nigerian guy just walked up to me. Yo, Basket, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? How's your wife and your children?
Game over.
Oh my
Game
God.
over.
Luckily, the girl knew what she was trying
Work
to do.
is finished,
She was the
man.
one that responded. She's fine and the kids are fine.
Oh, I love that. Love
The girl
girl.
that responded.
Oh, yeah, Rose,
Love
His
that.
wife is fine and
That's
the
a
kids
good
are
friend,
fine.
Rose.
Shetty Parry.
Fuck this
Wow.
guy. Nigeria,
What's
wrong
anything
with
to
guys,
put you
though?
down, Sha.
Them man are scary, man.
I was even gonna say, so what's it like, being a celebrity in Nigeria? Because for me, I feel like that would be very different to a lot of different, like, other countries.
Yeah.
So for you, what's it like? What are your type of experiences that you do, even just like day-to-day life? Like, what's that like for you?
No, Nigeria, I won't lie to you. I love Nigeria. I love my people. And there's a large number, right? Them that are normal, right? Then we have like the other ones that are not normal.
They don't know.
And among those ones, some of them when they see you, you have to they expect you to pay them.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
have to give them something.
Yeah.
Like, basket. Now we they watch your video. We support you. You drop something for the boy.
Yeah.
Now, for me in my head, I'm like, okay, you watched my performance, you laughed. that transaction is over.
Done. Yeah.
Done. We're done.
Yeah.
Why am I paying you for entertaining you?
Yeah, that
You
makes no
should
sense.
pay me
Something
for
small,
making you happy. You know what I'm saying? So, but the love is different. Like, it's different. But it's sometimes when it depends on where you go to, it becomes a bit toxic, it can be a bit disrespectful.
Yeah.
But in general,
Man.
Nigeria, they've got some real love. But some of them, like they happen to Ice Prince. Shout out to Ice Prince.
Yeah, so a friend of the show, man.
Yeah, so Ice Prince, one of the best rappers I know, right? Did Oliku, and there was one time he was quiet for like a year, and some people just started calling him an upcoming artist.
No way.
And yeah, that thing went online, and people were just making fun of him. And I'm thinking, this guy gave you Oliku, and he gave you a lot of other good songs. Because if he's quiet, doesn't mean that you should now fuck with his name. And that's the kind of thing that I don't fancy about a few, but it's just a few Nigerians.
fair enough.
And when I tell people most times, like when they start saying stuff, look at the numbers, right? Sometimes it's just 50 people, 80, 100. Dude, we've got over 200 million Nigerians living in Nigeria. If 80 people feel a certain type of way, they don't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever they say, it doesn't exist. It's when 100 million people start feeling a certain type of way, then you should start getting worried.
That's how it is right now in Nigeria. Anyways, like 100 million people feeling some way in terms of elections and so.
And that's one of the reasons I couldn't really promote the this part of the tour. Because I've got 3 more cities that I'm supposed to do, and everyone is upset. So I have to respect. Because I was promoting before the election took place, because I knew that I have to promote my show. But immediately the result came out, and I realized that a lot of people were really upset. I was like, right, don't try it. Like, slow down a little bit. So if you come to my gram or wherever, you'll find out that I've reduced the promotion of the tour, and I'm throwing some other stuff. But the love is real, man. But I'm in all the countries that I think I have a following. I love Ghana. Ghana is different. Ghana.
What do you like about Ghana?
It's
the girl.
It's not just the
It's
girl.
right.
It's the way. They are calm. They are calm. They're like, hey, BasketMouth. Hello. They are
Easy going.
Easy going. Like people.
Yeah.
They don't even ask you for pictures.
Like West London.
Is it because there's a distinct difference between Ghana and Nigeria?
Yeah. That's why.
So that's why it feels like they're calm.
No,
They're actually.
I think they're
genuinely
calm.
calm.
They're really
I
calm.
think they're actually calm.
Like, hey, BasketMouth. It's once in a while. Can I take a picture with you? Then here in the UK, it's different. Like, I love the love from Nigerians in the UK. It's different from the kind of love I get from Nigerians in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Somebody, hey, Basket, come here. Now they make you sit down. I'm gonna take picture. Homie. Homie.
Nigerians,
Oh man,
there's something love, man.
That's special.
Yo.
I love it, man. But not all of them. Like, it depends on where you go to. Like, there are sometimes. There was one time I went to Igborin Estate. I grew up in. I lived in Igborin Estate for a couple of years, and I went there to shoot an ad for a company. And while I was there shooting, some of the boys that I know came and said that I have to pay them before I leave.
So you're getting taxed on
Yeah, and I must pay. And they were throwing figures at me. So I was smart enough. I was like, you know what? Before we do anything, let's go and drink. I took them to this place for drinks. I told the lady, bring cartons out, and we said drink, because I knew I couldn't win that fight. So they got drunk, and I left.
Drunk and dipped.
When they got drunk, I didn't end up paying the money.
Yeah, of course.
Because they were tipsy. And I like, okay, 1 second, let me get something from the car.
Off
I go.
My dad's always said to me that you can't just book a flight and go to Nigeria.
No, you can't.
Is it still like that now?
But how do you mean?
I ain't been since I was 16.
Oh, swear.
Yeah. But I want to go either this year or next year.
I would say if you
What do you mean?
Nigeria-
You can't just book a
You know, like someone from here that,
You need a chaperone.
I just want to fly. Yeah, you can't just go solo.
Oh.
No, if you have people.
No, I'm saying someone who doesn't have anybody in Nigeria. Just
Just
go.
fly.
No, if you don't. Yeah, no, you
can't do that.
You still can't do that.
No, you can.
I wouldn't
If
advise
you
it.
like, no, it's fine. It's just you won't have fun. Not like it's not. safe.
Yeah.
So what's
It
the
won't be
worst
fun
thing
for
that
you.
would happen if you went by yourself?
No, if you go by yourself, there's nothing really like it's not bad, but just that you will not enjoy your time.
Yeah.
Like, because Nigeria, you need to know where you're
You need to know the right people as well.
know the right
man.
people, because if you go out, you'll be lost.
Yeah.
And Nigeria is fun if you're with the right people.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Because when you're getting stopped by police or for money, if that's new to you, you're gonna be like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
But
So
if
I
you're with
ain't got no
certain
bread.
people,
Nah.
they can even like twang it or whatever, then the police won't even ask you for money. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I mean?
fun fact, yeah. When I went when I was 16, yeah, my uncle took me to go and see Labaja.
Oh, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I've actually seen it
Oh,
perform
really?
live. Yeah,
That's mad.
Mad.
That was where I started my store. One of the places I started performing at when I started doing comedy in Lagos. I used to perform at Lagbaja it was the last Friday of every month. I think the last Friday of every month. And Alibaba used to take me there. I performed. Like, you go there and the comedy doesn't come up until 4 a.m. And that's where you know if you're good. Because people have been dancing and drinking and singing. And Lagbaja takes a break at 4 a.m. and calls the comedian to come perform.
Right.
You go on, perform, do your 10, 15 minutes. And I was doing that for about like 2 or 3 years. And that was how a lot of people, because back then there was no social media. You have to go there and do it yourself. You understand? So Lagbaja was one of the people that actually
Legend,
encouraged me.
man.
Yeah, guys were legend.
Have you
Try
ever
Labaja.
seen his face?
Yes, once.
Once.
And I did not know it was. I featured in his video, Gra. So his manager.
Oh, you in the video?
I was the guy with I think the orange T-shirt that threw the corn that threw the girl's purse on the floor.
I'm gonna watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch that.
They're watching.
yeah.
I was look. You know it's me, man. I was hungry. So the manager called me and said, "Yo, Basket, we want you to feature in Lagbaja's next video." That's when the song just came out. And I told him, I really like me? And he said, yes. And he told me to get a girl that will feature, go and look for a girl that will feature in the I said, okay, but come see Lagbaja, he wants to see you. So I went to see him and I was sitting there. I did not know that Lagbaja was the person that was cleaning the drums on stage. So I was there waiting for him and I was doing stuff. I was looking until he spoke and the voice, I heard the voice. I was like, it sounds like Lagbaja, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And the next thing I said, yeah, a guy wants to talk to you now. And I'm like, boss, it's you. Great guy, man. He's a very great guy, very humble. Yeah.
So I like what the friend of the
So,
show.
friend of the show, man. We got Dilemma. Which one have you got? The Crown one.
Okay, you do one.
So we got a dilemma, yeah. So the dilemma is, my girl and I were having a debate about Chris Brown. She asked me if she can go on stage and if I would let her go. I said no because I feel though it's disrespectful when he's grinding on you. She called me insecure as he's a celeb and it's a once in a lifetime moment. I want a man them's take on this.
You're
So-
crazy.
Yeah, what are you lot saying? If your girl
It's a myth.
is saying she wants to go on stage,
Nah, brother.
Chris Brown calls her up.
Chris Brown is too far.
I feel like the biggest problem.
Are you okay? You go and dance with who? No, never now. For what?
You know what it is? I think it's a bigger issue that you're asking rather than using your own mind to tell you that what you're doing is crazy.
Yeah.
So what if
I've got a different take, you know.
go on.
Go on. You would have one. What do you
I
have?
think for the moment, go and enjoy.
No.
What? And he's gonna grind on it.
Go and enjoy, man.
You know he's gonna do all that.
No,
Go and
man.
enjoy.
I hear you, but
It's 20 seconds.
it's not 20 seconds. It's a long
not,
20
bro.
seconds, you know.
Man.
Tell
20
me,
seconds.
Then what happens
When everyone's watching it happen,
after
and me, I'll
the
fix this
performance and she goes, she
Backstage.
go back.
Yeah, real.
She'll come back.
No,
Hey.
that's not your call. That's my know how
That's Chris Brown's
to be.
call.
No, but rules though.
Apply
When she goes up there, she's not your girl no more. That's Chris Brown's girl.
You through her phone.
But it rules, you know what I mean? Bruv, he does what he wants to do.
So even something like
That will
that.
get me mad. You feel
Exactly.
like-
That's why you don't let your girl go there.
But
Stop.
Don't throw their phones away.
You let her go to go and firm the disrespect. You say, see, this is what happens when you're too.
Nah.
Look,
Nah, bro.
Because their girl is almost like, it depends on how serious you are. It's a representation of yourself.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what, bruv, we're in a situation where, like you said, I would expect my girl to just be like, no, not interested. But if you're not gonna ask me, all right, cool, go. Go then.
I'm not.
So if he calls her up here and she looks at you.
How can you look at me? You're
No, she looks at you like, babe.
But if you're going to be like,
yeah.
bro, don't do me, bro.
If she walks off, you're not gonna be.
Now let me say this. If my girl is a big fan
Yeah, fair enough.
and
Cool.
he calls
Out.
her out, like, come on stage. it might be different.
Yeah.
It might be different.
Right.
Like,
Not gonna let
I'll
that
let you
I
enjoy.
don't know if it's different, you know.
Nah,
I can't lie.
Man, I
When
think so.
Chris starts grinding her, then
brother.
it's
No, but the grind. You talking about the grind?
Yeah, the grinding one, the grinding one. You know,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
Yeah, you know that he's
you know it's gonna grind on
Not
her.
the show though.
nah, it's gonna grind her. I'll grind her, man. What do you want to do to her? I'll do it for you. I will do it for you.
But if you can't tell your girl, mom, see girls are on stage and they're trying to come and show me the twerker later, mom. Well, what you gonna say, mom? Mom, she ain't having
That's what
that,
I'm saying.
bro.
I'm not asking her. I'm going. I'm going. I'm not asking.
Is it?
So you're going so that you can go.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're letting her go, so if it happens to you.
No. There's no. But what I'm saying, listen to the names, not city girls, by the way. Like
Rihanna,
Beyonce, just whatever the.
Rihanna, I don't want Rihanna.
Like Ice
I'm
Spice.
just saying.
Ice Spice, baby, cool. Rihanna
Man,
is
she's not talking on
Nah,
you.
That's what I see now.
Well, Ice Spice, you run to the
Nah,
stage.
That's for me now.
Well, Ice Spice, you went to the stage.
No, I said Rihanna, I don't want...
So that's what I'm saying.
Ice Spice. Well, hypothetical situation.
Yeah, I know. You said Ice Spice, don't
No, someone else said Ice Spice. I said Ice Spice is more suitable than Rihanna. I mean,
Okay, cool. Alright, cool.
you can't tag me with Rihanna. You might tag me with Ice Spice, maybe.
Which is
Rihanna's pregnant right now, so
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can have it. Well,
That's off
well.
limits.
Mm.
I said that's off limits. She's
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah, she's probably. I mean, I hope it would be for you, Wale.
For everyone.
No, because you asked. I didn't say what. Man, is it off limits? Because I don't mind.
I said it's off limits, bro.
You look like
I'm not into that stuff. I don't know what you're into. I'm not into.
Well, like when you're friends with Murad, bro, you can be live, bro.
That's crazy. Like if Chris calls my girl to come there, I'll go with her. I'll stand there and be looking at
Yeah,
you.
bro, the head.
I'm looking at her.
No.
But at this point, everyone knows your password, bro. We got another question.
But after I'm gonna do an Uber Eats, fam. It was past that.
Know your face though. I know.
Happy.
Yeah.
Dubs.
This is like
That's the thing with Dubs.
He used to play in the NBA.
Yeah. US, yeah, US. Or something.
dingy.
So,
He said dingy. He said, I've seen you in a dingy before.
He's known for being in dinghies. But yeah, I've got an anonymous question. They said, if you was dating a guy briefly, and dating a girl, I guess. Yeah. So if you was dating a girl briefly and it ended, but she came back after a few months, what does that mean? Wait, do I give it a chance for the best? Wait, it's a guy in it, so the person. Why do you say yeah? That's next to me, man. I'm just gonna read it as is. So someone's asking us for our advice, I guess.
Mm.
If you was dating a guy, so the girl is dating a guy briefly and it ended, but he came back after a few months, what does that mean? Do I give it a chance for the bants? Oh dear. I'm not interested in being serious, but I don't know why he's back. What would your advice be? I think we're very stupid.
You know what that is though?
I think he's back because he went to explore and realised the jungle's dead.
Or the girl
Then-
he went to explore just
Yeah.
dropped him
It's not the one.
Or he's
sweat and he wants
Oh, it's
more
sweat.
sweat.
Go back
still,
to the
If
sweat.
it's sweat, then you want to.
but she said she was dating him briefly. If it was straight, it wouldn't have been brief.
It can be brief.
Nah, it can be, man. Sometimes, bro,
If it's straight, why is it only brief though?
if there's too
There's
many
other sweats.
options.
Huh?
There's other sweats.
Yeah, but you might have better options one day, and then, bro, come
not
on,
everything
2-3
is straight, though,
months.
So,
You're not down to 2, you're down to
the
1.
guy
Bro.
leaves a girl, even if it's for a week, it's staying away from a girl for even one day. And you don't like, for me, like, a guy leaves a girl and first day goes by, second day, you don't reach out to her. That's enough.
Mm.
That's
One day?
enough. One day is enough.
Someone that's
because
not your
that
girlfriend.
you
just
guys are
someone
supposed to
you-
be, no, a girl that's supposed to be
You're
your
talking, you're-
girlfriend. You guys are
talking.
talking, you guys are dating, you guys are Facebook and all that.
yeah.
And you guys break up, or whether he breaks up and leaves, and 1 month, there's no way you should take him back.
I hear
I
that.
heard
I hear that.
Yeah, because
It just sounds like-
Depends.
yeah,
Depends on what you're looking for, though. If you're looking for
it
fun,
doesn't matter.
This guy tries to leave.
This guy does it.
Open for his own bad.
if you're looking for fun,
You guy looks like
You
someone
know
that
it,
Yeah, real.
He
said he looks like someone that does it all the time.
Yeah, real did it. Thank you.
You look like someone that does it a lot.
Bad boy.
Open doors.
Yeah,
Open doors.
Like,
Alright, it's been 2 days.
me,
I'm done with this relationship.
I'm a child of God.
man.
There's always one woman at a time, man.
At the time, like every 1 week.
Every few years.
Oh, get out, man. Get out.
Every 3 years, 3 years. Hey,
You know what we saying?
But in actual fact, if you really love a girl, like genuinely, you won't leave and be able to survive a week.
come on, man.
Dude,
Uh-huh.
maybe I'm speaking from, I'm old school.
If you actually love her,
Yeah, yeah.
or
If
we
you actually love her, you won't be able to
This is
survive
okay.
a day or two if she's actually part of you. It's impossible.
But how soon are you talking? Are you talking from when you've decided that this is your girlfriend or just the talking stage?
So we don't know when you guys are starting.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what does it take for you to leave a situation, a relationship?
A relationship.
If you love that person,
If I
what does it take?
love
Yeah,
that
what does it take for you to leave? Apart from cheating.
Yeah, for me, I prefer respect
Mhm.
more to love. So when this respect starts coming in, that's it.
Yeah, it can't run.
It can't. There's no way. Because with disrespect comes
Everything else.
That's true, you know.
Yeah. So if a girl stops loving me, it's fine. But when you start disrespecting me, because I can make you love me back. You understand? But when you start disrespecting me, when they cross that line, it's hard.
Can you disrespect someone and still love them though? Do you feel like when the love is gone, the disrespect comes?
Yeah, disrespect is terrible. Like it's the end. Like,
Yeah.
If love is not there, disrespect, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
But people say, yeah. Obviously, I'm not one of those people. But this is what I heard in it. Yeah. You know, like people, you know, like guys that cheat, innit? Yeah. They say they love their girl, innit?
Yeah.
But isn't that? But if they cheat, is that not disrespectful?
Can't speak on
If a guy cheats,
I hear you though. I hear you, yeah.
If a guy cheats on his woman, is that not disrespectful? But then he can still say he loves his woman.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is a messy one. I thought it was on the same team.
I'm just saying, like,
Stop being this bullshit. Why you do that, man? I'm meant to be your guest. Like, what the fuck?
I don't want to defend the guys. I don't want the girls to start hating me right now. But the thing is, you know, the world is wired different.
Yeah.
You know, it favors the men more than it favors the women for
Allegedly.
for some reason. So women, like men, like if you go back to the days of the old, you know, even down to Abraham, you know.
That's old, though.
Okay, let's go to Solomon since we're there. Solomon had about like 300 wives and 900 concubines, right? Do you know? Yeah. Do you know what that means?
To be fair, there's no
Crazy.
300. Yeah, there was
Yeah, so
300 wives. So even if he was sleeping with one every day, he needs 3 years to run through them.
He was rich, though.
he used to
He's
hear
rich.
of
He was
that.
rich, though.
What's
So
that?
what does that mean?
You got-
When you're wealthy,
Yeah,
you
no,
can-
no, Semen for that.
I don't make all the rules, but judging from that, it's like, hey, if you're gonna take anything from it, the man was also rich.
yeah,
So
really.
it's like, even if you should dare think of such a daring concept, at least be bloody rich. Because I didn't hear of anyone that was
So
broke
which
and-
means cheating is not really a thing if the guy is rich. Is that what you're
I
saying?
feel like that's what society and history sort of portrays. It could be argued. Yes.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it could be argued.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm a lawyer, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I know you just sat up like, all right, let's do this.
That's very casual, like, I know, but it could be argued. It could
Also, if you think about it, when you have money, there's certain things you can do.
Yeah.
You can get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
You get away with a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
You get away with a lot, so it's not me.
Look at Kevin Hart. He cheated on his woman.
But he got back though.
Allegedly.
But he got back. He didn't get away with it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Had 2 girlfriends. Like officially, he had 2 girlfriends.
What's his name? Dobbs.
David.
Oh yeah, David,
He
yeah.
had 5, I think.
One of them broke up with him because
He didn't take on the
he
holiday.
didn't take on holiday. See? The money weren't extended. So
Yeah.
he said, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah.
He didn't take her to holiday.
He took the other one on holiday. He didn't
Yeah,
take
he's got 2 wives or 2
second one.
girlfriends, something like that.
So they broke up.
A British boxer.
I think the threshold for forgiveness increases when you have kids.
100%.
Because in this day and age, it seems like women value financial security or security
lifestyle
more than actual love. Generally, not everybody, of course, but generally, it's like, I'd rather be secure, my future is secure, than, pick up on all the bad stuff this guy does. So when you have more money and they feel secure, maybe she can turn a blind eye,
Dave Chappelle said it very well. He said he's got money,
Mhm.
whereas Jay-Z's got shoddy fuck up money.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beyonce's also got, no, you shoddy fuck
Yeah,
up money.
real.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
who did that.
I've
Who
always
did
thought.
that said? Was that Chris Rock or Dave?
No, Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
real.
it's true. Me, I have, I can't even answer this question.
Yeah.
I didn't even Man is
Batman's one is, okay, I know I don't have, but don't give me on credit.
I lie, man.
Give me on credit.
Yo, the other ones, can you bear with me, please? Please.
What you say?
Part of the week.
But
Yeah.
women love security more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because all, and it's not just money. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just the money.
But mainly it seems like it.
It
because
seems like
the
it, but it's not
capitalist
the money,
society
yeah.
that we are in. It seems
when,
like
when a woman knows that you respect her, that's security. Like, you've secured that part of it. When they know that you love them, that's security. When you know that you are able to provide, all they need, that's also security. So it just goes all the way down to, but money is the icing on the cake.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Basically, man, them just get your money up, bro.
Get your money up.
But
man.
even that, I would say that to the man, then, but it's still not a healthy approach to it. Because then, even though there are women like that, like I said, so it seems like the wider narrative online, especially, is money is at the top of that
The
list.
top,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that can now translate into, even if you don't have character, even if you don't have respect for me,
Have money.
there's loads of women that are taking this
That's social media
this
right
respect
there.
in so many different ways. But hey, he's got money, he's looking after me. Hey, and I feel like when the narrative is so hyper money, it will bite everybody, including the women asking for the ass. You know?
And because of men know this,
Yeah.
and social media was what messed it up back then.
Yeah,
it was like-
100%. Yeah.
And I want, for all the women that are coming at their husbands and all the boyfriend, you need to also give them some credit.
Okay.
Back in the days when we didn't have social media, it was better. But right now, it was better. But right now,
Life was easier.
you're on Instagram and you just swipe up and two asses just shit. Like they're coming to you right now. Like, this is my space.
Reals.
Just nyash everywhere. Go to Twitter. It's like there's some times I would just go to Twitter, just see nyash.
Yeah.
There was one that the girl was just jumping and it was just smack, and it has about like 96 million views.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You look like, oh yeah, shit. Like,
And imagine how many people will be in her DM.
It's true, you know.
You know what I mean?
For real,
So for the men they try.
And Nigeria, one thing I always say about Nigeria as a Nigerian is Nigerians are so disgustingly fuckingly horny. They're so horny. What? If I'm being honest, Nigerians that live in Nigeria, generally...
Not all of them.
That's why I said generally. I'm not attacking you.
I'm defending my people.
Yeah, no, of course. But I'm just saying, from what we see, bro, like, it's sexualized. So only in Nigeria can we have people's dads, people's uncles, singing along to a song like Soapy. I'm doing Soapy. Just Soapy.
That was disgusting. Shit.
But
That was embarrassing.
and the way people love it, yeah. What?
Yeah.
That song scarred me for a long time.
That song, when you actually deep it, when you stop dancing, it's a mad thing. And the adults are singing in front of their children, and they're even dancing so. What the fuck?
That's your doing it now.
Nigerians are too horny. But anyways, mom.
No, I cannot.
But yeah.
I'm sorry, but let me jump in.
Go on, jump in.
It's because Nigerians, we take, like, if you start something, we take it to the next level. Like, that's how we are. So when a Nigerian man knows that a girl wants to, have sex with him for the money, he knows that he can have more than one girl that can have sex with him for the same money. So they start exploring. You understand? Because you have shown him that all you want is his money.
The peas, yeah.
And there are other girls that want the same money. So what makes you special?
You are right, but for context, in a place like Nigeria, doesn't that stem from poverty? Really and truly, because it's because of how destabilized the system is, right?
Yeah.
And how corrupt it is that we have things like, okay, like here, for instance, it's at the point where some people can at least still get jobs. And if they don't get jobs, they can, mainly men, and
But Nigeria, if you're in school.
But in Nigeria, it's so bad, it's so peak that a lot of these women are doing it to survive. You know what I mean? So that's where the money part comes in from. And I feel like because of poverty, so the women don't have enough to survive, and the men probably to make the life that's already hard, make it easier. Let me, you know what I mean? That's where it marries each other, and everyone's just horny now. It's like, but life is hard for me. Let me at least shag and get some brain, relax my nerves. He gets paid as well, and it's a system that just keeps on going because the system is effed up already. The only way we are gonna get at least something, you get money. I'm distressed. I can breathe a bit. It's like this.
Yeah, it's true. But
The bottom of it doesn't want to take this in. He's like, yeah, but no, I don't want to say on this camera.
But at the same time, you know that sometimes, like when it comes to the hair, it's still it's because of influence from what they see. Like if a girl is going to school and she doesn't have the need to make any kind of expensive hair, she won't have. There will be no reason for her to start sleeping around. If you want to use a normal, decent phone, you want to like live a decent life, you won't have any reason. The ones that your parents gave you will be good enough for you. But because of they are seeing their friends, you know, the car will come pick them up, go back. The next thing she's back with some brand new phones and new stuff. Like, who did it for you? It's one guy, you want him. Anyway, they, you know, peer pressure. Like earlier on, I didn't want to drink, and you're like, you know, like,
sorry.
and now, but yeah. So that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So most times it's not their fault. It's just because.
No, I'm not blaming them.
I don't know. We are not. The system is what's messing it up. Right? I wish Nigeria can be that kind of country where someone can go to school and still go to work.
Yes.
You understand? But Nigeria, your 9 to 5 is your 9 to 5. They don't do all those work 6 hours or 3 hours or work 4 hours. If they can start that thing, you see that there will be the need, like, you know, for girls, girls needing money will reduce by a very high percentage. You know, but right now everyone wants to get paid.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, you don't blame them.
On that note, well, because I'm really running out of time. Those supposed to flog us when we are enjoying
Before
it.
K charges us.
Tazer and
Before K charges us.
BasketMouth, I know, right? Let's at least drink some wine and be jolly. So let's have our Holiday of the Week.
Holiday of the Week.
You might not know Holiday of the Week. You'll probably grab it as we go along, but basically it can be anything at this present moment in time, in the past week or whatever, that's on your mind for whatever good reason or just striking reason. It could be good, bad. It could be anything, absolutely anything you want it to be.
Just something you want to shed light to.
Yeah.
It could be music, it could be anything you've seen, anything you've experienced.
Something you would like to
whatever you want to be.
whole light onto. Yeah, you'll grab it. But
whatever you want.
Cool. Obviously I just come back from Paris, so I was with a producer called BK. The way you described your producer is how I feel about him. So if I tell him to make something, he'll do it in 20 minutes.
Oh damn.
And it's just like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to meet him,
I like to. Now you just say, now you got my attention.
That's good, man. So BK, he's 20 years old, very young. Holiday of the Week.
Come on.
For me, I think I'll just do 4T's, my current range of t-shirts. Crest version 1 out now, so check it out. 4tslondon.com.
Come on.
Yeah, and join the team, man. Go get a t-shirt.
Did we get a discount code?
Yeah, oil.
I would 10 or something, bro.
My Holiday of the Week is gonna be our 2 guests, you know, BasketMouth, Tazer, you know, appreciate you guys for coming. It's always nice to just do things with, you know, our black people, man. Let's do things together. Let's shed light on certain things. Let's bring, you know, knowledge and experiences to, you know, the whole community, man. Hopefully we just keep growing. Everyone keeps growing in what they're doing. And, you know, man, the sky's the limit. Well, it's not even the limit, but, you know, as the saying goes. But, thank you guys for coming on.
Love, big shout out to
Hoil of the week. The tree of them. One interesting thing happened. I don't want to mention the city. I don't want the girl to feel embarrassed.
Okay.
So for the first time, because I'm kind of like single, right?
Kind of like, you know. Kind of like.
Separated. So
that's a tag, you know.
Got you.
So the gist is out there. So when I did the show in the city, this girl came on to me so hard, man. For the first time, I felt like a woman.
Yo, man, I heard
He was definitely in Sweden.
Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know,
He was definitely in Sweden.
She wants to dance with me. I said, no, I don't want to dance.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I felt like, you know, the way women, you know, and the next thing I snuck out of the club and went back to my hotel. That's one.
I heard it.
Another one was what I felt when I was doing my tour last 2 weeks, selling out these venues. Amazing, because I never believed that I could do 16 shows and sell out about 8 of them. You know, it's been amazing. Then finally being part of this, I've never done this before. My first time.
First time in the podcast.
Yeah, you know.
Come on, Hoil.
Like, you know, it's I've been in the game for a minute, and you know, the fact that I'm still active to the point where you guys will want to have me come on the show. It's not about fame now, it's about relevance. And these things, I take it very, you know, seriously, and I take it personal. And I appreciate the fact that you guys got me in here. You know, more
thank you,
for
man.
BasketMouth right now. You know, there are loads of other people that you guys could have called.
Thank
You
you,
called
man.
me. So I
coming.
appreciate that.
Appreciate
That
that.
is one of the highlights of my week, and it's good. It's a Friday, so it's ending the Friday right, just right. Yeah.
Sweet. My holiday of the week, we have we got a all
Come on.
we got all Nigerian cast.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, we do still.
Nah, but
You're not on though. You're not on. You're not
You're on the
still.
bench. You're on the bench. This is a starting team. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah, the Ghanaian sacrificed Harold.
Harold is on shout Harold.
Challenge.
Nana, don't forget Nana as well. Yeah.
Nana as well.
Nana,
Nana's
come
behind
on.
the cam. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
this is a all Nigerian cast, and it was nice. I really like this episode. You know what I mean? It's very insightful. The craziest thing as well, yeah, because I was asking I told my mum and dad you were coming on the show. Innit?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mum wants a picture, by the way.
I definitely do.
Yeah. So they was like, proper happy. Like, oh, that's good. And it was like, they kind of like made me feel happy in terms of like Hoilboys saying like, oh, you're not doing. You know, with parents, sometimes they don't really understand what you're doing, innit? Yeah.
Mm.
But when it's someone they know, because they know who you are, innit? So they was like, like they actually said, okay, Wale, you're actually doing something with this. So yeah, man. So
Made me feel special, man.
yeah, nah, man. So that's sick, man. My dad said he was on the same plane with you as well.
Coming down.
Yeah, coming down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, you have to send a picture.
Yeah, I saw a picture.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah, man. That's my holiday of the week.
Come on, Hoyle.
What about you?
I've got 2 Hoyles of the week. First of all, everyone said as well, can't go back saying you guys, you know, it was an absolute pleasure having you. And big shout out to Taze as well.
Come on.
Because, you know,
Iniesta.
yeah,
Trust
man.
me.
You know what I mean?
You two are guests as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So,
I have a podcast as well.
Yeah.
3 Shots of Tequila.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, when Ola messaged me to say BasketMouth wants to come on. One of my co-hosts is away in New York. So I was thinking, I don't want to not do it with you. I want to still do it, but who can I go on with you?
Come on.
Okay. But I still like to do it too.
Yeah, when he comes back, if you're still here, we'll make it happen.
I like to do it.
So I called Charlie.
I want to do as many as I can. I'm enjoying this. This is fun, man.
I'm just grateful that it has turned out to be your first one. You've had great fun. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I think all of us have. And obviously, special shout out to Tazer because that wouldn't have happened without him. And for him to even have us in mind, to trust us enough, I'm sure hey, this is a very fragile egg to look after. You know what I mean? And he's trusted with us, so thank you. You know what I mean? And thank you for coming, man. It's been
Thank you very much.
absolutely amazing, man. Wow.
Thank you.
I've met BasketMouth.
So I like to end with, can I say big shout out to my people?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what camera? This one, right?
Yeah.
So I want
this one.
this one, okay. I like this.
Is
camera.
that one? What's wrong with you?
Of course,
What kind of
direction?
direction?
I like
Is this one, bruv?
Yeah, that one.
yeah, so
First and my second probably week after that, but go on.
So let me use the opportunity to just give a big shout out to all my Nigerian brothers and sisters across the world. Thank you so much for the support, you know, for me and the support for the entertainment industry. You guys rock. You guys are amazing. And I'd like to just use this opportunity to just say this. I want to encourage us to show more love than hate, because it will help you as well, because hate actually kills your inside. And you said something earlier on. Once you have hate in you, you can attract love. Yeah. And I want us to try as much as possible to be less toxic. It's a new year. I know a lot of people are upset with the outcome of the election, but trust me, you can't win with hate. You can only win with love.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this to every Nigerian out there. Let's learn to love ourselves a little bit more and respect, you know, people way more than we do right now. Respect their privacy, respect them, and because you also want to be respected.
Yeah.
Well, and whatever you give is what you're gonna get, exactly what you're gonna get. So big shout out to all the Nigerians out there. Thank you for supporting each and every one of us. God bless you. And yeah, that's it. Pay me.
Love for that. and yeah, that was amazing. My second Hoyle of the week is Cortez, Clint, Khaled, the whole gang, Walid and team.
Come on.
Had the pleasure of being a part of their amazing, sick movie of an ad. And I was literally just humbled. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that they thought of me. I was chuffed I could have screamed when they first called me about it. And yeah, literally this is a brand that I found out off the back of a death during lockdown. When I always forget his name, but when the Fed kneeled on my man's neck and he died, there was great conversation around it. And I kept on telling the man, we do have power to change, but first of all, it starts with our money. You know what I mean? They only listen to us when their pockets are affected. You know what I mean? I said that niggas ain't on shit. You just talk about it. We don't. You know what I mean? And then I think I challenged myself to start being more conscious about where I spend my money. And the first brand I found around that time was Cortez, and I love the brand. I love the products. I love the way he was taking these pictures. I just loved his whole energy and vibe and the story behind the brand. And I bought God knows how much of them they've taken all my money. I'm even wearing some old bottoms now, and to see that it's grown from just supporting them to us actually having a rapport and a relationship and them appreciating my work is just amazing, man. And yeah, the ad was crazy. Big them up, shout out Walid because he's a genius. Yeah, man, that's my holiday of the week. And we thank God, man.
I don't know if it's just me, man, but can you see this fly?
Just
on me.
No,
is it because of just came in from Nigeria?
There's a couple.
Okay, we need to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, real
It's
case.
fine.
You
know that's to say every one out of every 3 kids in Africa has the fly right there. Like, so a big shout out to Rockbo. Big shout out to Rockbo. He's the one that promoted my show. He's my partner.
Fan of the show.
You better be a fan of this show. So thank you guys. Yeah.
Listen, and that's been a wrap.
Love.
Come on, episode
58.
59.
58.
58.
57.
You say 57? You're drunk, innit?
It's one of the episodes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
You get me? Hoilboys.
Like, comment, share, and
make sure.
Thank you.
Subscribe.
Hoil.
Good one.